Yeah, shoot me. Yeah, shoot me. If it's something with me, I will know.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Community Watch here on Metro TV with me, Gabriel Niobodai, Atopra, Atunam Tobo, Ashonkwa Sonu. In this week's edition, I'm coming your way from Adan within the Greater Accra region, and this town has been characterized by protest and counter-protest by chiefs and people who are starkly divided over a great resource of the community, which is the Songor Lagoon, which is a source of salt mining.
The national potential production capacity for salt is estimated at 2,330,000 metric tons, out of which the Ada area accounts for about 1.4 million metric tons. In November 2020, the Parliament of Ghana ratified 3 mining lease agreements in respect of the Ada Songor Salt Project. Per the agreement, Electrochem Ghana Limited gained the mineral rights to mine and produce salt in the area specified in the agreement for a term period of 15 years. The agreement may be renewed after the expiration of the term, subject to the minerals and mining laws of Ghana. Electrochem Ghana Limited is a subsidiary of the Magdan Group. The contract has brought about division in Ada. The Ada Traditional Council, the Ada West and East District Assemblies, and the Ada Youth Forum for Development support the agreement. However, some natives, mostly in communities along the Songor Lagoon, are against the agreement. On today's program, each side makes its case as efforts are made to find a lasting solution.
So behind me is the Ada Traditional Council, where the traditional leaders of the area have gathered to address the press or to engage us, and they are backing the initiative for Electrochem to be producing salt and to also provide employment opportunities for their people. Meanwhile, well, as they engage the general public and to make their position known, the other faction, which is kicking against Electrochem being here or its presence here, are also on standby to also engage the press to make their concerns known. So let's listen to the Ada traditional authorities. After that, we come over to hear from the other faction. Continue watching Community Watch here on Metro TV.
In fact, before I start, I must say that JJ has a passion for issues of Songor. And he has said and declared that he wants to leave a legacy when he goes to be with the fathers. We must have Ada and our precious resource Songor providing comfort to our people, jobs, incomes, and so on. And for that, he has asked us to do this press conference. So press conference by the Ada Traditional Council on an impending press conference to be organized by the Third World Network, TWN. The invitation letter stated as follows in one of the paragraphs. Late night arrests, beatings, detention by the police without bail, among others, has become the order of the day for the people perceived to be against the takeover of the whole Lagoon by Electrochem, with the exclusion of the local salt winners who have become trespassers in their whole community heritage. We take a serious exception to this very wicked machination being championed by the Third World Network in its attempt to create a chaotic picture of insecurity in our traditional area. We cannot also understand the motive of TWN and its leaders and the posture it has taken in distorting facts surrounding the operations of the Songor Lagoon and to roll back the gains that has been achieved by the people of Ada. Our traditional area has suffered greatly at the failure of governments to to invest in the operations of the Songor Lagoon over the years. We then reached an arrangement with Electrochem, which provides us a lot of comfort to our people, as follows. All communities living around the concession area are to be provided with community ponds and would have regular supply of brine, which would crystallize into salt 8 times in a year at the minimum. This gives an opportunity to all people of Adan to win salt without the restrictions imposed by the Achiangbo operations. The yields also from these ponds are stated about 10 times what the total yield of all Achiangbo has ever yielded. There are also many corporate social responsibilities planned for the traditional area. Currently, the company has employed over 1,000 youth of Adan working on the project. Adan has had challenges with insecurity in the past, but the reinforcement provided by the military has helped greatly in reducing crime. These forces of adversity intend to create disaffection for the police and get them to be inactive. The Adan Traditional Council is pleased with the work of the security forces in Adan and want these operations to continue. We have also noted other instances where the utterances of Dr. Graham, as quoted in a local community radio station and documentaries, clearly shows misinformation and inciting the people against the traditional authorities. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, Dr. Graham must be warned, and is hereby warned by the Adan Traditional Council to desist from tarnishing the image of Adan for his parochial interest. Thank you.
So you've heard from the traditional leaders of Adan. They've made their position known to you. But indeed, all is not well, as a core part of the community is also objecting the initiative. Let's listen to them now as they also make their concerns or grievances known. And as you watch, we hope that the appropriate key actors or authorities would find reason to come together and ensure that peace prevails, so that the resource is managed or exploited for the benefit of everyone here in Adan.
My problem, our problem here today is everyone of here today, we are very disgusted about how the police people are now working. Some of them and the armies are deploying to our communities, especially to attack to the langars. We are not happy at all about it. What means that we say we don't agree on the work of Magdan. That's why they deploy police, Magdan or Electrochem. That's why they deploy soldiers, police, langars to us, and they have been shooting us. That is one of my disgust. That's worrying me at all. So we are here today to demonstrate to the government and the interior minister and those people, what their name? Electrical Ghana, that they should hold on and if they really need the work, they should come. They should come so that we sit on the table and then we do the proper document.
I don't want any government to attach, or we don't want any government to attach, especially Electrochem. Electrochem come, you know, reach 1 year where he bring the bullet, where they shoot gun, armed robbers, Langard. Since Ghana, have you used Langard in government? I asked Akufo-Addo, will you use Langard in Ghana? If you use the Langard in Ghana, let us know. That means I will go and find my Langard.
You can't give us bribe, you say we don't like a bribe. Now you can't shoot us from our own town. Okay, Jenny, two on you go Casa police station. Yes. One policeman there, they call him OPK. One of you boys where they shoot me. They call him OPK, they can say. Mama, you have to shoot me. You have to shoot me. Sit down.
Welcome you to this important press conference. As human rights defenders, we want to draw attention to issues of human rights violations which have erupted in the Adan Songor Lagoon area since the government granted a monopoly over the lagoon to Electrochem Ghana Limited last year. That decision has generated a difference of opinion between supporters and opponents of the project. There is a growing concern in the area that the pattern of police intervention has been directed at those perceived as not supporting the project. We have been representing persons from villages along the Songor Lagoon who have been arrested and detained by the Ghana police. And we, speaking for our clients, present to you a catalogue of incidents in which the police visited and abused us within our communities. On the 5th of February 2021, police raided our community in a show of force and arrested 9 of us, in which 5 sustained various degrees of body harm for daring to go to the lagoon to win salt. And if I say we, it means the communities affected. 2. On 16th May 2021, the police arrested and handcuffed Benjamin Enim to his bed in Doze Hospital for several days. 3. On the 21st of May 2021, Ebenezer Anim, brother of Benjamin Anim of Salom, were also arrested at Kese Ada for defying the moratorium banning community members from winning salt in the Songor Lagoon. On 13th of July 2021, the police consolidated all the cases and charged the 14 accused persons with assault using cutlasses, sticks, and stones, and 1 count of causing damage to the car used by some police officers to the crime scene at the Tema District Court, and I mean causing damage to the car used by the police. All the accused persons pleaded not guilty. Due to the defects in the charges, the accused persons were all discharged but were re-arrested and granted police inquiry bail. The use of the military and the police to harass, coerce, brutalize, arrest, and detain some of the community members living in around the Songor Lagoon in attempt to deprive them of their means of livelihood has a long history. The most infamous was the police killing of Maggie Kuwanu in May 1985. This set in motion a series of processes under the PNDC government, which resulted in the development of the master plan in and the passage of Adan Songor Lagoon site for salt industry, Vesting Law 1992, PNDC Law 287, under which the lagoon was vested in the PNDC government in trust for the implementation of the master plan. 30 years on, PNDC Law 287 remains on the statute books, but the master plan has not been implemented. And with successive governments showing little interest in pushing forward with it. If anything, the Songor Salt Development Plan that have emerged from government circles are marked by a preference for large-scale salt producers and either explicitly reject the master plan or make no reference to it. The failure of successive governments to implement the master plan, alongside the absence of any clear policy for the management and use of the lagoon, a public asset, has had damaging effects on the livelihoods of the communities on its shores and on the health of the lagoon. The principles of the master plan are a rallying point for some of the groups opposed to the electrochem project. For these groups, the reference to the master plan goes beyond a specific document produced 30 years ago. It symbolizes a vision founded on the state-society compact for the exploitation of the salt resources of the Songor Lagoon in a manner that guarantees livelihood for all and drives socio-economic development and transformation of the Adan area. The president used powers vested in him under PNDC Law 287 to authorize electrochem's involvement in the Songor Lagoon, but the electrochem project does not fall within the objectives for which PNDC Law 287 took over the lagoon. Rather than a scheme within which local people have guaranteed rights to provide salt as envisioned under the master plan, the leases granted to Electrochem give it an unprecedented monopoly over all the Songor Lagoon. Any economic activity by local people involving the lagoon, especially salt winning, is in the gift of the firm, and the firm here means Electrochem. From the above facts, it is obvious that the use of the military and the police to brutalize and coerce the communities in the Songor Lagoon is to put fear in them to forgo their economic rights of their livelihood dependent on the lagoon. It is their resistance, as they have always done, that has guaranteed clashes, that has generated clashes with the military and the police, leading to their arrest, detention, and trial at the law court. We have the instructions of our clients to demand the following as a matter of urgency. 1. Demand immediate halt to the use of military and police to intimidate the people in and around the Songor Lagoon. 2. A review of the terms of the Electrochem projects and the implementation of a development approach in the vision of the master plan, which legally accommodates the economic interests, including the right to salt production of local people. 3. The government and security forces and supporters of the project to support the right of those opposed to the project to express themselves. Thank you very much, and God bless Adan area, and God bless Ghana.
We are still in Adan, and today members of the Adan Youth Forum for Development are embarking on a protest, and they are presenting petitions to the president. They are petitioning the president through their district chief executives. There are 2 districts making Adan East and Adan West. There is a third party they are going to engage, which is the traditional authority. So let's just follow them as they meet these officials here on Community Watch on Metro TV. So the youth are presenting the petition to the Adan Traditional Council.
JJ welcomes you all to his palace today. Today is a special day in the life of Adan. This is the day that we reminisce the heroic feats of the fathers in protecting the land of Adan, which we have inherited today. So if the youth should come in like manner in defense of Adan land and Adan work in Adan, JHA is commending all of you. The issues are clear. Because we want the success of Adan, JHA organized for us all to go and plead with the government to give the lease to Electrochem. Now, we all know that there are a few remnants who do not want the project to go on. For reasons that we know, they have sold part of the lease area when they are not expected to do that. The area has been taken by government, and it is only government that can lease the land to anybody. And so they are threatened. The monies they have taken, the representations they have made to people which they cannot deliver on, is a threat to them. Now they are not just saying no. Anybody that comes up to work, like the surveyors, like the workers, even people in our own communities that initially rose against it and have now come to support it, they go and beat them, attack them, molest them, harass them, and all manner of things. It is these same people that go to the police to report. And the police must investigate. The police must find causes. When the police go, an instance, they beat the policemen. The soldiers have come in to help, and they are threatened by this because their violence, their way of saying no, cannot be sustained. That is why they feel threatened. And then they are running helter-skelter and finding people that will support them to do press conferences everywhere and lying to the world about Adan. Adan is peaceful. We are pleased with the work of the police and the security forces. Their work is making sure that there's no crime, or the crime rate has reduced to the minimum in Adan, and we want them to continue the good work. What we are saying is that as far as we are concerned, we support the work to go on and the security services in the work they are doing. Thank you.
Could these people who are not happy or enthused about this initiative, as privileged members of your community, who feel that the presence of a mega corporation may deprive them of their livelihood, because usually corporations are known for considering their profit interest first? Have you thought about this?
Thank you for this. We have to look at where we were and where we are going. We've come to a point where we've done Achiagbos or Galamsey in salt mining. What they do is that they dig the clay from the bed to make walls so that they can keep the water within their areas to make salt. What is happening is that they are destroying the bed of the lagoon, and critically, without the clay content, there is no lagoon that can make the salt. There is serious underutilization of the resource. Adan is not benefiting. Now, this Galamsey ousts a lot of people who are locals from having access to this lagoon. This is where I have been there before, where we all enter and draw the salt from the lagoon and come and sell. Now, a few people have monopolized it. Now, they are claiming a big company is coming to monopolize. But they have monopolized to the detriment of the greater majority of Adan. What we, as chiefs, have done is that we have had an arrangement where all the community would have big pans in all the communities surrounding the lagoon. Everybody would have access to it. And you are going to do multiple mining in a year. When I was a child, we do mining once a year. When the water dries out, we catch the fish that cannot stand the salt. We call it Togo. And when that goes away, we get the salt. That is only once, and it's not thick. But this time, we are having a reservoir for each of the communities and a bank that is feeding the reservoir. And you are going to have as maximum 8 or 5 to 8 times in a year. So it means that more money is coming into the communities, even more than they are getting. And even this time, to all members of the community. If they have issues, they should have come for us to Jojo. We are for the people. So if there is something better, we would have yielded to it. But we have tried all these years. We needed money, a huge investment into the lagoon to be able to do that land use thing they have been talking about. But all successive governments have realized there is no feasibility to indicate that this is how the thing is going to be done and how and its economic viability. So at the end of the day, they come and look at it, they throw it away. All governments, from late ex-president Jerry Rawlings to Mahama. So for how long are we going to deprive the area of economic activity? The community is going to benefit more than we have ever benefited from it. Many times more than. Again, the personality that you are talking about, if you look at his name, take the mark there. His name is simply Kole. And this is Nene Kole, the owner of the Lagoon. Now, some of our people, when we were migrating, they left us to join with the guns. So it is Kole's sons who have been in Accra. And legend has it that a son will come and develop the place. So if Kole's son has come to develop something for us, should we not embrace him? And it is only, we have made him our development chief. And it is only somebody who understands us, like Dr. Macaulay McDunn, who would yield so much. Whatever we have asked him to do, we've asked him so many things. I mean, you have attended our press conferences, and if I count them, they are numerous.
All of them are yet to be actually achieved. Including a sports stadium where only a park has been cleared.
When you talk about development, going to get us the money from the investment, or is going to borrow money and do those things. Sometimes they are rather holding back our progress, because if this man has been able to do this, you see, in business we have minimum operation that you cover your fixed cost. After that, it is profit. It is the profit that will be used to promote our children's education. A lot of things. We have called some of the errand people to come. Let's talk. Because at the end of the day, we are brothers and sisters. It's not too late to talk. It's never too late to talk. But if you invite the person and he's not coming, are you going to hold him? Are you going to force him? So, JHS doors are still open.
They are watching you. They sure are watching you now. Yes. Address them directly.
Oh, well. Well, then I'll talk that way. Pio, hena wata, esane nyami, ne pe nyami. Ne wa hisinga tuem jom. Ne wa kla wana wani ehisi. No fe no ne enge munyuko hajeche. Alo Adama, eba, neba, ne wa eba, ne wa hisi, ne wa de, mode ne mande, jama biomi ne wange, kone bene wa manaha, ne wakla wapete, yechwa manyaba.
So you've heard from the traditional authorities of Adan. We are hoping that they will be able to make a solution to this conflict ongoing here over the utilization of the Songor Lagoon in producing salt, or to inure to the benefit of the people. Thanks for watching. My name is Gabriel Niobudai Togbo Ashon, and I have done this together with my colleague Ineza Kwekumakwe. Thanks for watching.